So taking the time, as we always do at the beginning of class, to check in with how you feel physically so that hopefully at the end of practice, you'll say, wow, that was time well spent. And you'll have all the energy and motivation and positivity you need to move into the next part of your day. Noticing from your feet to the crown of the head, doing a quick body scan, noticing all the areas that feel good first. So kind of do a quick scan upward and just say, hey, what did I not stop at? And be thankful. And then noticing areas that tend to be tight. Maybe you have something going on with an overuse issue. And just bringing the awareness there, maybe taking some deep breaths into those areas that might feel tight or tense. And keeping any discomfort in mind as we move through today's practice and honor your limitations. Our limitations, sometimes, we need to be honest. If we don't feel good, we need to pull back. And then put a pin in that for now, but keep it in mind throughout the practice, any areas of tightness or tension, being kind to yourself, and then move to the breath. Focusing on the breath and deepening the breath immediately. So begin, if you haven't, to deepen the breath, breathing in and out the whole body, each and every cell, feeling the whole body expand and contract. Continuing to breathe deeply, bringing whatever's needed with each inhalation and release what is not. And for those of you that paid attention or are here on time and read the quote of the day, I'm sticking with happiness. It's just a variation of Monday's quote. Happiness is a choice, not a result. Nothing will make you happy until you choose to be happy. No person will make you happy unless you decide to be happy. Your happiness will not come to you. It can only come from you. Because if you think back, there's many times where you thought this, that, or other, something else would make you happy. But it's short-lived, okay? You have to find that happiness within you. And there's really a lot that you can choose to be happy about. But as the Monday quote says, sometimes it takes some effort. So take 3 more deep breaths, releasing any tension with every exhalation. And we're going to begin this morning's class with just a few of the Pawan Muktasana ones, lying down, supine. So starting with the ankle crank. So bringing the awareness to the back of your body, wherever it is, and bend your knees. You don't need to see, you can just listen. Take your right leg, bend it, and cross your ankle over your left thigh. Okay, so if you can easily grab your feet for ankle crank, go ahead and grab with your left hand, your right foot. Otherwise, just rotate your ankle. So you're either doing it with your hand, if you can reach, but if you can't reach and it's uncomfortable, just take your foot in a circle. And then go in the other direction. And then bring your knee into your chest. Bring that right foot down. And notice the difference between the right foot and the left foot. You guys can't even see me if you're looking. The right foot and the left foot. And then cross the left leg over. So your left ankle is above your right knee. Again, now if you can easily reach your foot, do it. If you can't, just move your foot around like you're doing ankle rotation. I'm hoping that some of you are starting to add these to your morning routine before you get out of your bed. And going the other way. And then bringing your knee into your chest and bringing your leg down. So the first thing that goes on the floor are your feet, okay? And then you put your full weight down. So then let's look a little bit at let's work on our knees. So grab your thigh, relax your foot, and start doing a few knee rotations. So your foot's not moving. So notice if the whole foot's going. Try to slow down so you can just keep the movement in the knee as much as you can. You might feel a bit in the thigh, but not so much in the hip. So make it a little smaller. Go the other way. So again, those of you who especially have issues with your knees, they're probably just not going to go away. So first thing in the morning, your body's been completely rested in the bed, and then you stand up, you jump up, and then you put your full weight on your knee. Go ahead and bring your knee to your chest, and that's not going to make it any better. So taking the time to warm up would be a better approach. Bring the other leg up, grab your thigh, and again, relax your foot. So most of the movement is only happening in the knee. Please go the other way. Good, now bring the knee into the chest. You can keep the knees bent or you can stretch them out, it's up to you. Bring the arms up for some of the hand movements. Again, this is so easy. You just get to rest your shoulders into the floor. Tuck your thumbs in, we'll do 5 of each. So inhale, squeeze. Exhale, spread your fingertips. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. 3 more, squeeze and extend the fingers. And then moving into wrist bends. Inhale, palms to the ceiling. Exhale, palms to you. Inhale up. Exhale, palms down. Noticing how that feels in your wrists. If there's any discomfort, don't pull the hand back either way, either too far. And then finally, tucking your thumbs in and wrist rotation 5 times in each direction. And I'm hoping that you guys are doing this one throughout the day. And release the arms down. Stretch the legs out. And we're going to move right into the doubles on everything today. So last week we did singles. On Monday we did singles and doubles. And now we're just doing doubles. So we're going to do double leg lift. However, if single leg lift is for you, then do single leg lift, 1 leg at a time. For double leg lifts, your hands can be down by your sides in a V. I like to put them underneath kind of like my low back or my glutes. My shoulders are underneath and my back is protected. Take a breath in, dive your belly button down and lift your legs up. And then exhale, slowly lower. Again, you can change, I've said this before, you can change your breathing. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower to exhale, lift. It's up to you. But you're gonna do up to 10. Relaxing through the shoulders. Noticing if you're creating tension in the neck. And if there's any pain in the low back, you can always lift your legs up and maybe slide your feet down. So maybe you lift up, but maybe it doesn't feel good to bring your legs down straight. So you bend your knees and slide down. Or maybe it's just the opposite. Maybe lifting them bothers you. So you try bending them and straightening them and then slowly lowering. Whatever works, or you're doing singles. Once you get to 10, do 1 more for good luck. And then release into Shavasana. And feeling through the abdominals. Then bringing both knees in for double leg lock. So you're either clasping your hands below on your shins, below your knees, or behind on your thighs, whatever is comfortable. So we'll be doing up to 10. So take a breath in. Exhale, pull the knees in, peel your shoulders off the mat. Pause. Inhale, lower your head down. Exhale, knees come in. Feel the compression on both sides of the abdomen. Inhale down. Making sure that the movement is primarily coming from the abdomen. You're not straining in the neck. At the top, notice where are your shoulders. Continuing at your own pace until you reach up to 10, resting or stopping beforehand if it doesn't feel good. So the knees come in, feel the compression, then peel the shoulders off. And when you reach 10, straighten the legs up to the ceiling. Engage your core and slowly lower the legs. Releasing back into Shavasana. And then moving into bicycle. So you may want to place your hands underneath your glutes. Do that double leg lift up. And then start to pedal forward. So if your back bothers you, you're pedaling more right up on the ceiling. If you want a little bit more challenge and your low back doesn't hurt, take your feet closer to the ground, flexing your feet if you want to get a hamstring stretch in as well. Focusing on keeping the core engaged. Your upper body should be relaxed. So notice, are you holding a lot of tension in your neck and your shoulders? You should be able to move your head easily. Go ahead and switch direction. Again, if there's any crunching, I didn't mention that this time, but I'm hearing some crunching. So I'm going to take my cycle a little bit more toward the ceiling because that's kind of grossing me out. So making adjustments based on what feels good. And then bring the legs straight back up and slowly lower. Engaging the core all the way down. Good. And release. Okay, so feeling through the abdominals, through the hips, through the legs. And we'll do one twist. So we're well-rounded. A well-rounded practice is a series of forward bends, backward bends, twists, balances, etc. We don't always make a perfectly well-rounded class, but we do try. So please bend your knees, place your head in your hands, or place your hands out to a T. So you're either cradling your head in your hands with your elbows out or your arms are in a T. We'll do this dynamically today, so we won't hold. So take a breath in. Exhale, drop your knees to the left, look towards your right elbow with your breath out. Now inhale. Pull those heavy knees back up to the starting position and drop to the right. So we'll do 5 on each side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, drop the knees. Inhale, lift. Feel the sides of the waist engage. Exhale as you lower, slowly controlling the movement. 3 more times on each side. Taking the head in the opposite direction, feeling the compression, pausing just for a moment at the end of each twist, feeling the compression in the abdomen, the twist in the spine. And this is a very good one to do when you've been sitting for long periods, so I encourage you to get out of your chair Those of you that are mostly doing all your classes live stream, stretch your legs out. Try sleeping abdominal pose. See how that makes your back feel. And from here, we're going to move on to our abdomen. So for Cobra, so as I said, we're going to continue to work on Cobra this semester it's going to be pretty much almost in every practice. We'll be doing different forms of it. We're working on building our upper body strength and our low back flexibility and strength. So please coming onto your belly, big toes together, hands underneath your shoulders. Notice where your elbows are. If they're out here to the sides, pull them back, pull your shoulders down, push your tops of your feet down if you can. We're going to do up to 10. So press the feet down, inhale, peel your upper body off the mat, grab the ground, elbows are tight to your sides, come up to the point where you're challenged. Elbows are bent, look up, exhale, lower. Inhale, come up, exhale, lower. Notice if your feet are far apart, try to bring them closer. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale. Pause at the top. Chest is open, shoulders are down. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Please do 5 more. As you're at the top, notice if your shoulders are up by your ears. Try to relax them down and open up your chest. That's it. Maybe don't go up as far. That's okay. You're really working on increasing your flexibility, and I promise you it will come. So finishing up to 10. Probably got about 2 or 3 more. And you can press back into child's pose. Look good. And then moving into the cat-cow combo. So hands underneath your shoulders. Knees are directly underneath your hips. And I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm telling you, if I was with all of you, I'd probably have to go around and be like, hey, your knees aren't in the right spot. So if I just keep saying it, I'm hoping people might think I might be talking to you personally. So fist in between your knees, hands are underneath your shoulders, roll your toes under. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round, pull the belly button up towards your spine. Then lift your hips and exhale, press back. And let's just hold this first one. Stretching out the back of the body, and however it feels good. Your hands are solid though, so don't move your hands. Fingertips should be spread out. You're grabbing the ground, your elbows are slightly bent, and you're working on stretching out the back of the body. Inhale, come onto the toes, exhale back down. We're just gonna do 4 more. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round, tuck your tailbone, look back at your knees, lift the hips up, and then flatten the back out, letting your head hang between your arms. Inhale onto the toes, exhale down. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Continue to exhale, flatten. Head hangs right between the arms, no tension in the neck. Inhale onto the toes, exhale down. Inhale, arch your back. 2 more. Exhale, round. Lift up and flatten. Inhale onto the toes, exhale back down. Connecting the movement to your breath. Last one, inhale. Exhale, continue to exhale and hold. Holding in mountain pose. We're gonna hold just for 30 seconds, a short hold, building some strength. in the upper body. Keep pressing those hips back, flattening out your back. That's what we're working on. Heels will come, don't worry about them. Building strength and flexibility at the same time. On the next inhalation, lift the hips up, come back down into table, press your hips back, bring your arms behind you, giving your arms a break. And then placing your hands on your hips. Inhale, come up. So see if you can come up. This is called hare pose. We actually haven't done it yet. Hare pose is coming up like this. We'll do this. I think it's on the practice plan next time. We're going to come up onto the knees. So moving into that equestrian pose. So if you need to, please pad your knees by folding your mat. Okay. So if you can't see what I just did, just take your mat and fold it. Okay. So this is also called the runner's lunge. We've been working on it the last couple weeks, I believe. And last week was our first week, or the last 2 weeks was our first time we did this. So we're building more flexibility in our hips. This is an important part of sun salutation that people get stuck in. So take your right foot forward with an inhalation. Exhale, come into your knees. Reach your fingertips down. This is also called a runner's lunge. So many of you have probably done this in PE. Press through your heel, inhale. Exhale, bring your right leg around. If you're having trouble balancing when you're switching your feet out, find a focal point. Inhale the left leg in front. Exhale, come into the knees. Feel that nice big stretch. Reach your fingertips down. Your chest is off your thigh. Press through your heel, inhale. Exhale, bring your left leg through. Back underneath. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, come in. Inhale, press through your heel. Exhale, bring your leg around. Left leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Do 3 more at your own pace. Becomes a bit of a balance challenge. If you need to grab a wall or your bed, you can do that. Or, as I mentioned, finding a focal point. Seeing if you can engage your core as you press through your heel and see if you can get that leg around without falling over. But if you need support, use the support, because that's not what this is about. This is about stretching your hips. So once you finish 3, taking your time and pressing back into child's pose, you're going to be coming up to a standing position. So feeling through your hips. Remembering that if you're aware that your hips are tight as you're doing this, that's awesome, because now once you're aware of something, you can make a choice. Okay, if your hips are tight, then now you know. I mean, a lot of people say, I didn't realize my hips were so tight. Well, yeah, because you haven't done certain movements. So if you know it, then you can do something about it. So please, coming up into a standing position through mountain pose. So we're working on the first 3 and last 3 of the sun salutation. Okay. So coming to the front of your mat. Just starting in a strong base position. So your feet are beneath you. They're about a fist distance apart. So again, just notice, be aware of your feet. When we're in person, I say put your feet together in a fist distance, and a lot of people have a foot apart in their feet. So just check. Pressing down through the feet evenly. Take your shoulders back. Press down through all 4 corners. If you lift your toes and you feel wobbly, then you're not engaging your quads. Then relax your toes. Bring your hands to your heart in prayer position. Take a breath in and out here. Pressing through your feet. Inhale the arms up. Reach through the fingertips. Keep the ears between your elbows as you lean back, holding the breath. Come up, hands on your hips. Press your hips back, feeling it in the hamstrings, coming forward with the flat back. Inhale, come back up, sweep the arms up, reach through the fingertips, lean back, come up, exhale to prayer. Inhale up. Hold the breath, lean back. Come up, exhale forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, lean back, come up, and exhale to prayer. We're going to do 3 more like that. Inhale up. Hold the breath, lean back. Come up, exhale forward. Inhale up, sweep the arms up, lean back, come up, and exhale to prayer. Inhale up. Hold the breath. Feel that nice big stretch in the front and back of the body. Come up, exhale. Notice how your flexibility is getting better. Inhale, sweep the arms up, lean back, come up, and exhale into prayer. Staying connected to what you're doing, pressing through the feet as you inhale up, reaching through the fingertips. Keep that energy going upward as you lean back. Exhale forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, lean back, come up, and exhale into prayer. Last one on your own. Go ahead. And bringing the hands down into a standing Shavasana, standing based position. So feeling through the body after that little bit of a flow of the first 3 and last 3 of Surya Namaskara or Sun Salutation. And then decide what you need to be comfortable and warm and still for Yoga Nidra. We have time for a nice 20-minute practice. So getting whatever you need to be comfortable. So there's not one moment you're saying, I'm uncomfortable, I'm cold, none of that. You've got everything you need in your room. So we are continuing to introduce the Sankalpa, the resolve. I've encouraged you to look online, look at Blackboard. And the Sankalpa is that short positive statement of something you'd like to see come true in your life. So all of you should be in Shavasana. So if you're sitting up, go ahead and lie down, unless you're not comfortable where you're at lying down. Otherwise, lie down. Yeah, thank you. So every time we're in Yoga Nidra, we're lying down unless for some reason you can't, but it is the preferred position. So your Sankalpa, for those of you who don't have one yet, based on today's quote, can be, I am happy. Happiness is available to me. I choose happiness. Those are just some suggestions. You don't ever have to take any of my suggestions. But the one suggestion I do hope you take is that you make up a Sankalpa that works for you. I feel like right now in the world, there's so much that we cannot control. And all really we can control is ourselves. And to know that there's something that you can help manifest by putting your intention on it, it's worth it right now. So if you haven't taken the time to look in Blackboard to find out more about the Sankalpa, I encourage you to do that. We need all the help we can get right now in the world. So making any final adjustments in your pose, you've got your glasses off, your wristwatches off, anything that could provide a distraction, you've taken it away. Your arms and legs are comfortably away from the midline of your body and your head is to the center. Your weight is evenly distributed, so feel through your body from the right side to the left side, and then back again from the left to the right, and adjust. Maybe lift your chest, bring your shoulder blades on the back of your body, Gives a little support to the low back. If the back is uncomfortable, grab that blanket right now and roll it up and put it up underneath your knees. Be aware of your body's position lying on the floor. Mentally scanning, noticing the position of your feet, about hip distance apart, flopped out. Your ankles, your knees, your hips, your pelvis. Be aware of your torso, both arms and your hands comfortably out to the side so the palms can either face upward or inward. Bring your awareness to your head, noticing that your nose is pointing up. Your head's not tilted one way or the other, but your nose is pointing to the ceiling. Be aware of the whole body, its position, and feel the floor beneath you. Focusing on the back of your body, feeling all of your body's contact points against the floor. Heels, floor, back of the legs and floor, buttocks, floor, back, floor, arms, hands, and head and the floor. And take 3 deep breaths in and out, using each exhalation to release any remaining physical, mental, or emotional tension. Choose to let go here and feel your muscles relax and release into the floor beneath you. Scan your body front and back and notice anything touching your skin. Clothing against the skin, blanket, floor, cool air. Mentally picture the space around you. Visualizing all aspects of the room, the contents of it, and your position within it. Now activate the sense of hearing. Listen for different sounds. Move from one sound to the next quickly. Listen for the furthest sound away. And then come immediately to the closest sounds, the sounds that are emanating from you, whatever they may be. Digestive noises, heartbeat, natural breath. Be aware specifically now of the natural breath. Listening to the soft sound and following each breath as it moves in and out. Full awareness of the breath. Now is the time to remember your sankalpa, your resolve. If you have one, repeat it 3 times mentally with full faith and commitment. If you do not yet have a sankalpa or resolve, use this time to see what might arise. Beginning with body rotation, bringing awareness to the right side of the body, specifically to the right hand. Right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist. lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the ribs, right side of the waist, hip, thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, heel, instep, sole of the foot, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, fifth. Check the awareness. Stay with the instructions. Move to the left side. Become aware of the left hand. Left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist. Lower arm, elbow. Upper arm, shoulder, armpit. Left side of the ribs, left side of the waist, hip, thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, heel, instep, sole of the foot, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, fifth. Stay with the practice. Go to the top of the head. Top of the head, forehead, right temple, left temple, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, eyebrow center, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, bridge of the nose, tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, where the lips come together, right side of the jaw, left side of the jaw, chin, front of the neck, right collarbone, left collarbone, a hollow between, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, center of the chest, upper abdomen, navel, lower abdomen, pelvis. Check the awareness, stay with the practice, move to the back of the body. Right buttock, left buttock, lower back, middle back, upper back, spine. Right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head. Become aware of the whole right leg, the whole left leg, the whole right arm, the whole left arm. Become aware of the torso, neck, head. Become aware of both legs together, right and left. The two arms together, torso, neck, head. Become aware of the whole body together, the whole body together, the whole body together. Leaving body rotation. Bring the awareness to the breath, specifically to the breath in the abdomen. Begin to follow the rise and fall of the navel with each breath. Inhale, the navel rises. Exhale, the navel falls. Full focus, full connection to the breath in the abdominal region. Keeping the awareness fixed on the breath at the navel, begin to count the breath backward from the number 27 down to the number 1, beginning by inhaling 27, navel rises. Exhale 27, the navel falls. Inhale 26, the navel rises. Exhale 26, the navel falls, and continuing on down to the number 1. Full awareness, the breath at the navel, the abdominal region, counting each breath from 27 down to 1. Each breath backward. Full awareness of the count and the breath. Check the awareness. If the count is in question or lost, begin again at 27. Stay awake, stay connected to the count and the breath. If the mind has wandered, bring the awareness back to the breath at the navel and begin the count again at 27. If 1 is reached, also begin again at 27. Full awareness of counting the breath, 27 down to 1. Now release the count. Relax all efforts of counting the breath. Let go of the count. It's time once again to remember your sankalpa, your resolve, that short positive statement of something that you'd like to see come true in your life. If you have one, repeat it 3 times mentally with full faith that it will come true when the time is right. If you do not yet have one, use this space to see what might be appropriate. Bring the awareness to the sounds around you. Listening again for all of the outside sounds. Sounds that are inside and outside of your room, soft, loud, near and far. Move from one to the next quickly. Make a mental picture of your room, visualizing the 4 walls, the ceiling, the space that you're in, the contents of it, and your perfectly still body lying on the floor. Imagine you can see the space around you from above and find yourself lying in Shavasana. See your body's position. See the clothing you've chosen. Making a full connection to where you are in relation to the room around you. Feel the contact points between clothing and skin, blanket and skin, floor and skin. Feel all of the sensations against the skin, specifically the cool air on the hands, on the feet, on your face. Bring the awareness now to the back of your body and feel the full weight of your body and the floor beneath you. Feel the full weight of your body and all of your body's contact points. Feeling the heels against the floor, the back of the legs against the floor, the buttocks and floor. Feeling the whole of your back, shoulders, and the floor, both arms, hands, and your heavy head and the floor. Feel the grounding effect between your body and the floor beneath you. Bring the awareness now to the breath once again, connecting to the natural breath. Become aware of the breath, and then take active control of it by beginning to deepen it. Begin to breathe more deeply and more fully, feeling the body's movement because of the deeper breath, feeling more movement in the chest, more movement in the abdomen. Feel the lungs expanding against the floor beneath you. And with each deep breath, also notice how your regular level of attention and alertness are slowly coming back, remembering what you did prior to class today, remembering some of the things we did in class, but most importantly, where are you going now that this class and practice are coming to an end? And say to yourself mentally, this practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. You may begin to move, slowly moving your hands and your feet, releasing your neck by slowly turning your head from side to side. Perhaps taking one or both knees into the chest to release your low back, or stretch your arms above your head, moving in whatever way feels good to you. As you slowly roll to one side so you can carefully press up to a seated position. Once seated, if your eyes are closed, you can keep them closed, rub your palms together, place your palms over your eyes, and open your eyes into the darkness of your palms. But if you have glasses on, this doesn't work, so you'll want to do this without glasses. And there you have it. So I hope you had a good Yoga Nidra. So I believe I mentioned, I realize now I may or may not have mentioned the Sankalpa to all of you, but there is some paperwork online. There is a link, and I encourage you. It's a very powerful part of Yoga Nidra. We say it at the beginning, we say it at the end. It's a statement in short, positive language. It's very positive. So please consider having one between now and the end of the semester, and you can also interject it the minute you wake up. It's when your mind is receptive. That's when you want to plant that. So the idea is it's planted into the subconscious, and then you start acting that way. And if it's I am happy is your Sankalpa, then there's a good chance you'll start to be happier. So we'll talk more about it next time, but I wish all of you a wonderful rest of your week. Stick around if you have questions. If not, I'll see you Monday.